You're listening to the Empowering Process podcast with your host, Gail Kraft. Listen as she holds frank discussions around how your purpose, being present, and trusting your power impacts your life. Whether you're an entrepreneur, leader, or developing your vision, you'll find wisdom and insights you can utilize right now. Welcome your host, Gail Kraft.
Hey, everybody. Gail Kraft here from the Empowering Process podcast. And I'm here with you today to talk about where focus goes, energy flows. And I want to take a little woo-woo out of it. And I want you to just bear with me a little bit throughout this discussion and think about times where this actually worked or actually didn't work for you. So we're going to cover a couple of topics, a couple of categories, if you will. So I invite you to spend just a few moments with me and sit back and remember a time when things like your thoughts are where you spend your focus. And when you are focused on something, it tends to happen. Let me give you a few examples, if you will. So bear with me. We're going to talk about energy and determination. So when you have a goal that you're really invested in, that you're really excited about, and you really, really want to happen, when you have this goal and your focus is on this goal, it tends to happen. So for example, I've had goals in my mind throughout my life. I had a goal to support my daughter when I was younger. And in that process, in that focus, in that determination to be the best I could be for her, I ended up becoming a manager within 2 years. I ended up going from welfare to having a very good paying position and job, to owning a home and a brand new car, and supporting my daughter in the way that I wanted to, providing her with the tools, with the clothes, with the education, with what it is that I could provide versus staying on a system, because I had focus, I had determination, I had a goal, I had a purpose. So when you have a focus, your energy goes up, your determination goes up, your success goes up. So where focus goes, energy flows, because your energy is the impetus behind your success, your impetus behind what it is that you want to achieve. Tony Robbins uses this phrase, where focus goes, energy flows. And I want to talk to you a little bit about some of his tenets, if you will. What he asks you to do is to test this out, give yourself some time. So imagine in 36 months, right? In 36 months, where do you want to be? What is a goal that you want to put a stake in? You heard that, right? Put a stake in the ground, right? In 36 months, what is it that you want to accomplish? It doesn't have to be big, but what is it that you truly want? The next question he has is, why must you do this? There must be a must. So for example, my must during that time was to get off of welfare and get out of the situation that I was in and provide a lifestyle that was better for my daughter, better opportunities, better choices. Well, she had no choices before, and I had no choices before. So to provide choices in my life, right? And that was very, very important. And then today, what's one small step that you can take? And I ask that of all of my clients. Today, What is one small step? I have this program, which is Stand Up for Your Business, but it could be Stand Up for Your Life. And every day we talk about for 15 minutes, what's one small thing you can do today to get to where you want to be in just 2 weeks? Very doable in just 2 weeks. What's one small thing you can do to get one step closer? And if that one small thing is just make a list of what it is you can do in a month. And the next day, if that one small thing is break that list in half to what can I do in the next 2 weeks. And if the next day is one small thing, break that down into what can I get done this week. And the next thing is what can I do today to make a week's goal? Break it down, break it down, break it down into consumable, chewable, actionable pieces. It's putting your energy and your focus where focus goes, energy flows, and where energy flows, manifestation occurs. Things get created, results happen. And then what can you be accountable for? Now, Tony Robbins says in 6 to 9 months. I actually go 2 weeks. What can you be accountable for in 2 weeks? It takes the pressure off because 2 weeks is doable, right? Can you do 2 weeks? I know I can do 2 weeks. And if I don't think past those 2 weeks, if you don't think past those 2 weeks, just those 2 weeks, you can breathe into it. You can act into it. You can actually do it because there is no pressure. And if you need a week's break before you do the next 2 weeks, that's okay too. Give yourself permission. So how do you maintain focus? There are a variety of ways, and I want to talk a little bit about meditation. So meditation does not have to be sitting down and oming. Meditation is a way to create focus. So I would say in the morning, you can pray, you can meditate. If you do rosaries, use those, right? Just sit there and focus on your breathing, on relaxing, on clearing thoughts out of your mind and just letting things flow. And as thoughts flow in, acknowledge that they flow in and let them flow out. But for 10 to 15 minutes in the morning, just let it be. Just let questions come and go. Let thoughts, don't plan the day. Let what comes in about the day come in and go out. Just let it relax, because what this does is it trains your brain to flow. It trains your brain, trains your brain to let things happen. And no, I'm not going to correct this. Raw and real, honest and true. Train your brain to relax, because when you can train your brain to relax, you train your brain to be open to opportunities, to something new, to thought processes, to what can happen next, to possibilities, potentiality. Train your brain 10 or 15 minutes a day before you get out of bed, while you're having your cup of coffee, on the drive to work. You don't have to close your eyes to do this. You can split your brain into focus on your driving, but let your mind roam. Let your subconscious roam. Another is absolutely exercise. I exercise. I love exercising because what that does, it gets the endorphins going, it gets the energy up, it gets the juices flowing. And right after exercising, when I'm driving home and going into my office, so many ideas come to me. I really need to put a recorder on after exercising for 45 minutes, right? 45 minutes, that's it. Intensive, but it doesn't have to be intensive. Sometimes I just take a walk, right? And just breathe in fresh air. That's exercise. Get the blood going, gets the endorphins flowing, gets creativity happening, gets focus on point. Exercise is another thing. Another thing, believe it or not, is music. Listen to music that excites you, music that moves you, music that connects with you. Music while you're working absolutely creates focus. Even though your mind is over there, it creates energy. And energy, where energy goes, where focus goes, energy flows, right? Another exercise that I do, and this is a focus exercise, and I would like you to try this. Pick a point in the wall, focus on that point on the wall. And as you focus on that point and just focus on that point, I want you to breathe in and out. And I want you to focus on expanding your peripheral vision just a little bit. While focusing on the wall, you're still focusing on that point. And now expand your vision just a little bit more, but focus on that point, focus on that point. Keep your focus there, but notice how you've expanded your peripheral vision just a little bit more and focus on that point, focus on that point. Expand your vision just a little bit more and continue this for about 5 or 10 minutes, slowly expanding your peripheral vision. And what does this do? By expanding your peripheral vision while focusing on one point, you actually expand the capability of your brain to take in more than it does on a daily basis. Practice this for about a week. And I ask you to respond and let me know after practicing this focus exercise for a week, whether or not you've noticed new things, whether or not you have noticed more, whether or not you have become more productive, more creative, more goal-oriented. You see, where focus goes, energy flows, and you want to expand your peripheral vision, both physically and subconsciously, so that you're capable of doing even more and achieving more. And I don't necessarily mean just material things, not just on your job, but you expand your capabilities for more robust relationships because you're focusing and you're in tune. You focus more and you're able to expand even your relationship with yourself. You see, the more that you heal your relationship with yourself, the more that you focus on being the best you can be in this moment, the more you show up for others, the more you show up for yourself, the more you show up for expansion in your business, in your life, in your relationships. Expansion starts with you. And so I say, where focus goes, energy flows. Where is your focus? Where is your energy flowing? This is Gail Craft from the Empowering Process podcast. Try these exercises, try this just a little bit, and let me know, comment how this went for you. And if this actually improved your life, even teeny weeny, even just a little bit, share your experience with us, share it with others. We'd love to hear from you. And if you have a question, post it. I'd be happy to do another episode just for you. This is Gail Craft, the Empowering Process podcast, where focus goes, energy flows. Thank you and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Empowering Process podcast. Be sure to visit Gail at gailcraft.com to learn more about how she serves thought leaders, entrepreneurs, and goal seekers. And remember, if you like this broadcast, be sure to share and subscribe so you don't miss an episode.